guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 48 to 72 hours. I have been away, but there is a lot to discuss. Firstly, finally, Andreas Christensen and Franck have both been presented as new and official Barcelona players, and with that comes, of course, press conference, and both of them, Joan Laporta, gave us big and massive hints for the future of Barcelona in the next few weeks in the summer transfer window, and we're going to be discussing all of it, mainly being, of course, bringing in players. At the moment, Barcelona have an agreement with Lewandowski, Raphinha, and also Jules Kounde to join Barcelona this summer, but the club have to activate the economic levers first before signing them. More specifically, the second one, the sale of 50% of the TV rights for around 300 to 400 million euros, which the club is working on. Once they activate that, they can sign Lewandowski, Kounde, and also Raphinha. Now, with that being said as well, Joan Laporta met with super agent Jorge Mendes over the past few days to discuss his clients coming in and coming out. Of course, out it was talked about Nico and Trincão. Coming in, Bernardo Silva, Jules Kounde, who now represents Jorge Mendes from Sevilla's point of view. We'll talk about that. And also, we have been offered Cristiano Ronaldo. And lastly, I also want to discuss exits around Barcelona as well. There's been so many exit updates on almost every single player. Memphis, Des, Frenkie, Lenglet, Umtiti, Mingueza, Ricky Puig, Pjanic, Brady, whoever it may is. We have updates on everything. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes in this video. It'll be very much appreciated. Also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Let's start off by discussing the two presentations of our two new official Barcelona players. Firstly, Franck. Now, this press conference was very interesting. Of course, presentation went very well. He got his Kool-Aid membership. Kessie did some keep-ups to kick the ball around with some of the kids, your typical stuff. But again, we're here for the juicy stuff, the press conference. Now, of course, as you can see from the picture, Mateu Alemán, Jordi Cruyff, and Joan Laporta were there, and only Mateu Alemán and Joan Laporta answered questions from the press. No one asked a question to Jordi Cruyff or Rafael Uste, and of course, Franck Kessie as well. Now, I do have the quotes here on my phone. I usually put them on the screen, but today I'm just feeling very lazy, I'll be honest. Now, from Kessie's side, he said all the typical stuff. I'm very excited. I talked to Ibrahimovic, Yaya Toure, they all convinced me to come. But here's the most important thing that he said, in my opinion. I do not expect to be a starter. I'm going to work extremely hard to earn my place in the team. Now, that for me is a fantastic mentality. People come in, oh, I'm already going to be a starter, I don't have to work that hard. But Kessie has a different mindset. I'm going to come here, work hard, and earn my spot in the team. Right now, I do not expect to be a starter. That for me is the right mentality. Now, onto the Joan Laporta stuff. Here are the juicy stuff. Now, he came out firstly speaking about that in order for us to make more signings, we have to activate the second economic lever. Signings are ready. All we have to do is just get the money, boom, click submit, and we are good. Signings are ready. Mateu Alemán also said that, look, he was asked about, Franck Kessie and Christensen, were these approved by Xavi? He said that, look, there's no player who's going to come to Barcelona if Xavi is not giving the green light. What is the point of signing a player who the manager does not want? That is at the question. He's also asked about fair play as well, saying that, look, last summer we had the situation with Memphis, Eric Garcia, and Aguero. In the end, we got the answer, and same for this summer, we will get the answer in some way, shape, or form. Laporta was asked about Frenkie de Jong. He said that, look, Frenkie de Jong is a player that we like, and we don't have any player like him. There's not that many players like him in the world of football, and we don't want to sell him. We We have offers for him, but right now, we're not considering signing the player. So there you go. Gave an update as well on Ousmane Dembele, saying that we have not scheduled any date to talk with him right now, but we have made an offer to him. It is on the table, and he's not accepted our proposal yet or declined it, but he wants to continue talking. We still want to continue talking with him as well. We're okay with that, at least for now. Salary balance is necessary for the team to be competitive. There's your hint. He's saying, look, Dembele wants to stay, offers on the table. He likes to offer, but wants more money. He wants to continue talking. We'll continue talking, but of course there comes a point where we have to retract and say, look, their time's up now, take the offer right now, or walk away from that offer. We'll have to wait and see on that. He also confirmed that he did have a meeting with Jorge Mendes a few days ago, which we will talk about in the video later on around the middle area. And then we got the last two big updates from Mateu Alemán. Firstly, about bringing in new players that look, all we need now is a second economic levers, personal terms of some players have already been agreed, and then he ended off with the big bombshell in my opinion. He said that Gavi will renew. The renewal, we have reached an agreement in principle. Only thing left now is some fringes in the deal, but he also said this, Gavi will 100% stay. So there you go, those are the updates from the Kessie press conference. Again, fantastic news, great sign for Barcelona, and hopefully more to come. Now the final press conference reaction and presentation reaction as well is for, of course, Andreas Christensen, who had his presentation and press conference around an hour after I'm recording this video at the moment. So very, very recent, very, very hot off the press. With Christensen, his presentation, of course, went well. He got his Kool-Aid membership as well. Keep me up. He had a nice little head balance, which Kessie didn't do, but whatever. But again, we're here for the juicy stuff in his press conference. Now for Christensen's side, he said the typical stuff as well. Very, very happy to be here. I've been dreaming about this since I was 8 years old. He spoke with Lewy, he spoke with Azpilicueta and Alonso about the club of Barcelona, all that sort of stuff. But not like Kessie, he said that, look, I want to play week in, week out, but I understand the point of healthy competition. So he's saying, you know what, I do want to play week in, week out. I want to be a starter at Barcelona, but of course, competition between the other center backs like Araujo, Eric Garcia, and Pique will be healthy. I should mention he also name dropped Pique as well, saying he's the legend of the club, all that sort of stuff. He also said that, look, I'm not the biggest or strongest center back in the world, but I know in Barcelona the most important thing is to use your head. So again, saying that he can pass out from the back pretty good. So that's from Christensen's side. Again, typical stuff as well, but mainly the fact that, look, he wants to be a starter every single week. Now, as you can see from the picture, no Mateo Alemán today. Where is he? I have no idea. But Jordi Cruyff did speak. Firstly, he said Langlet to Tottenham is basically done. We're just going to finalize that departure. It should be done hopefully in the next couple of days. Bada bing, bada boom. Asked about Azpilicueta and Alonso, he said that, look, the change of ownership delays everything a bit. It's known that we want to strengthen certain positions, and our job is to have different positions on the table. And we also go along with some options are more feasible and some less. So he's saying, look, Azpilicueta and Alonso are on the club's radar. With the change of ownership with Todd Boehly now, it's a bit more challenging, a bit more, different to what we're used to. But in the end, we'll try our best to get these deals done. And he also said this, we are interested in the Premier League market because the players adapt quickly. Getting the ball out is an important quality for Barcelona, and coming from a club that has won titles in recent years means they're used to pressure. Is that a hint about Bernardo Silva there? I mean, who else can it be? Who else trying to get from the Premier League? I mean, Alonso, that's what, of course. Raphinha, he didn't win anything with Leeds. That, in my opinion, could be a hint for Bernardo Silva. That's all he said, really didn't speak that much. Finally, here's a big one on Joan Laporta. Firstly, talked about Pique, saying that, look, he clearly wants to stay and have a very good season. He's very motivated with the players who's come to reinforce the center defense, of course. Again, Pique putting all his business and lifestyle aside and focusing on Barcelona. He then asked about Bayern Munich, more specifically on Lewandowski. He was asked about the situation, and he replied by saying, look, Bayern Munich are a great historic club, so are Barcelona. We have submitted an offer to Bayern Munich for Lewandowski and are awaiting a response. And he also said, I want to thank Lewandowski in public right now for his desire that he showed in public to join Barcelona. Again, confirms that a bid has been sent to Bayern Munich and no official response at the moment. He said that Xavi is very excited for the season upcoming ahead. And he also says this, here is another bombshell as well. As soon as we activate the second lever, the conclusion of operations that we have in progress will begin. Some even only have to be executed. We are at that point. So he's saying, look, for example, let's just say hypothetically, Raphinha. We have reached an agreement with Leeds, reached an agreement with Raphinha. All we need now is the money. Once that lever is activated, money goes there, bada bing, bada boom, they're players. That's how close these operations are. Again, we're talking about Raphinha, Lewandowski in the video as well, but there are claims from Jorge Mendes saying that, look, Raphinha is done. All Barcelona needs to do now is get the money, give it to Leeds, give it to Raphinha, and he is a player. And Joan Laporta confirms this as well. He said that we want to invest in the team, make it more competitive, and want to, keep his team away from us as well. He said that also the great desire of Barcelona is alive. A lot of players prefer to play with Barcelona and earn less money than go to other big clubs and earn more money. That's a reality that we have seen as well. And that's pretty much it. That for me is a bombshell, absolute bombshell. That everything is ready. All we have to do now is get the money and put the green light in. So overall, from both press conferences for Kessie and Christensen, very, very positive from both the president and of course sporting director Mateo Alemán and his advisor Jordi Cruyff as well. In the end, most importantly, operations are ready once the money comes in. And again, I have to say, welcome Andreas Christensen. Let's now discuss some of the transfer news surrounding Barcelona over the past 48 to 72 hours. Firstly, of course, a quick update update on the Lewandowski saga. At the moment, in my opinion, I am a little bit worried about it. First, coming in from Bill and also from Christian Folk, they came out saying that his agent Finis Zahavi called Hassan Salamakazi, the director of course, sporting director of Bayern Munich, and told him that he would like to act as a mediator between Barcelona and Bayern Munich. And Bayern Munich would only consider offers for more than 50 million euros. Again, currently that is out of Barcelona's price range they want to pay for Lewandowski. Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Barcelona will contact Bayern Munich again soon regarding Lewandowski to hopefully finally reach an agreement. It's going to be difficult because Barcelona don't want to spend more than 50 million euros, but Bayern Munich want that. They're being very stingy. Of course, Lewandowski internally still pushing for the move a lot. This deal is dragging out for a while, and as you all probably know, we are approaching July the 12th when Bayern Munich players are supposed to report back to training. That's going to be the big day. Will Lewandowski go on strike or not? And Gerard came out saying the club believes that the deal can be closed for a figure of close to 50 million euros. From today forward, it'll be very, very important in Munich as Barcelona try to close this deal before July the 12th. Again, the club do not want Lewandowski to go on strike, so we'll see how this plays out over the next couple of days. But again, key days coming up for the Lewandowski operation. Now, along with Lewandowski, another priority in the attack for Barcelona is of course the signing of Raphinha on the right wing, and Gerard is still balls deep into this, saying the deal is completed. He came out saying that Raphinha to Barcelona is only a matter of time. Everything is close with the player and Leeds, only final details to be resolved. Again, he is balls deep into this. He's saying it's a done deal. No one else has said anything near what Gerard is saying. And again, I have to say this one more time. If he gets this right, he might be the GOAT. Like no one else. Fabrizio Romano still saying, oh, nothing yet. Even David Ornstein saying nothing yet. Chelsea's still in the race. It's all over the place, but Gerard has been consistent for about a week or so now, saying that Raphinha to Barcelona is done. So we'll have to wait and see, but again, looks like Raphinha is going to be a Blaugrana very, very soon. Now, along with the attack, another priority for Barcelona this summer will be to reinforce the defense, more specifically in the fullback positions with Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso, the main priorities for Barcelona. Now, Gerard has come out saying that Barcelona believes they will need to spend around 20 million euros combined to bring both Marcos Alonso and Azpilicueta from Chelsea. Again, I 1000% disagree with this. There's no way in hell we should be paying double digits for these two players. I cannot believe we are about to do that. But of course, we're negotiating for months now. Looks like Raphinha, we are balls deep into this operation, so we'll have to wait and see. Now, there are discussions right now about possible backup options. For the right back, we have no idea, but for left back, Tagliafico and Armaldo's name have been popping up over the past few days. But Romero said, look, those are not options right now for Barcelona. They are 1000% focused on Marcos Alonso, and even Marcos Alonso is focused on Barcelona to the point that he may be handing in a transfer request. When Deportivo came out saying that Marcos Alonso is considering to hand in a transfer request to Chelsea, he wants to join Barcelona this summer no matter what. Again, we've known this over the past few days. Alonso's deal looks way closer and way more likely than Azpilicueta. With Azpilicueta, it's a bit difficult. He's the club captain. The club don't really want to sell him. They're open to selling Marcos Alonso, of course, so we'll have to wait and see. But again, two priorities in the fullback position for Barcelona are Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso, and there should be progressions in their operations over the next few days. Now, a few days ago, there was a big meeting between super agent Jorge Mendes and Joan Laporta. Victor Navarro from Cope came out saying the meeting between Joan Laporta and Jorge Mendes has been scheduled for a long time now. It wasn't, a spur of the moment kind of thing. The meeting was held in Laporta's apartment as the restaurant they usually go to was closed. Rafael Uste was there, while Mateo Alemán could not come. And again, Joan Laporta confirmed in the press a few days ago saying that, look, Mateo Alemán was supposed to come but couldn't make it in the end. So let's discuss now what they were talking about in this meeting. This meeting was absolutely huge. Firstly, on the exits, of course, two main candidates, Nico Gonzalez and Trincão. During the meeting, Jorge Mendes asked for the departure of Nico on loan. Fernando Polo from Deportivo came out saying that Nico Gonzalez is considering leaving Barcelona on loan. If he receives a satisfactory offer, he prioritizes going out on loan to play regular and gain more promise. Marseille, Real Sociedad, Betis, and Valencia are indeed interested. But there were some more follow-up reports first coming in from Cat Radio. They came out saying that Nico Gonzalez is not considering leaving Barcelona. He knows he has a lesser chance of getting regular game time. He's not been able to convince Xavi yet, but Xavi is not considering a sale either. His agent Jorge Mendes suggests a transfer. Gerard came out saying that Nico's agent Jorge Mendes wants him to leave on loan, but at the club there are doubts. So again, very, very clear. Jorge Mendes wants Nico to go out and play regular football, whether it's a loan or a permanent transfer, but Barcelona are a bit doubtful. Again, Xavi cannot offer the minutes that he wants, but Xavi also wants to keep him. Barcelona know his talents, but also know he has to play regular minutes. So right now it's a 50-50. Again, we could see maybe Jorge Mendes say, look, I'll give you guys this player if you let Nico go out on loan, something like that. We could see that, but at the moment, the club want to keep Nico, but the agent is pushing for a transfer. We'll have to wait and see. I think it will depend on the sale of Frenkie de Jong, if we do bring in Bernardo Silva, all that sort of stuff. So we'll see how it plays out with Nico, but very, very clear his agent wants him to leave. But a player that we can both agree on from the club side and the agent side who deserves to leave the club this summer is, of course, Trincão. His name was discussed in the meeting, and there are reports coming in from Portugal saying that Trincão now is very close to joining Sporting Lisbon. It will be a 1-year loan with an option to buy for 20 million euros, but Sporting will cover his entire salary of around about 100,000 euros per week. Of course, the meeting with Jorge Mendes has been key to moving things forward. Am I okay with this? I guess so. It's better than keeping him, but we gotta sell. I'm sick and tired. We're all gonna loan Umtiti, we're gonna loan Lenglet, maybe even Ricky Puig, maybe even Mingueza, maybe even Nico, and now Trincão. It's just too many loans in my opinion. I think we should be selling him. I think if Sporting could afford it, they would purchase him, but apparently they're having financial troubles as well. They can't really afford the whole entire 20 million euros up front. At least make it. I'd rather do a 2-year loan with a buy obligation for 20 million euros than a 1-year loan with a buy option. So it sucks, but like we'll wait and see how it goes. Again, right now Trincão is very close to joining Sporting on loan for 1 season with a buy option of 20 million euros, and of course, no doubt Sporting will cover the full wages of Trincão. That's all the departures. Let's now discuss the arrivals. There are some huge updates. Firstly, the funniest one, Jorge Mendes has again offered us Ruben Neves. Gerard came out saying that Wolves fear that Ruben Neves was offered to Barcelona again. Wolves won around 85 million euros for the midfielder. See ya, get that out of my face. 85. That's 20 million more than what we're about to sell Frenkie de Jong for. Get that out of my face. Of course, Barcelona rejected this option because there ain't no way in hell we're paying around almost 100 million euros. You think about it with the agent fees, the fee itself, bonuses. No chance. Absolutely no chance. But again, another Portuguese midfielder that we have been linked with that Barcelona do want to sign this summer is, of course, Bernardo Silva. Jorge came out saying that Bernardo Silva to Barcelona is not easy. Barcelona has to convince both Pep and Pique. The club thinks he could leave for around 65-70 million euros fixed plus easy variables. Out of all the operations, Lewandowski, Kounde, Raphinha, Azpilicueta, Alonso, it's the most distant one at the moment, which of course makes sense with the sell Frenkie de Jong first, but Bernardo Silva's name is on the table. Now that fee, 65-70, that's what the club think anyways. It's not going to be that easy with Man City. That is so cheap for Bernardo, honestly. If we can sell Frenkie for 65 and get Bernardo Silva for 65, we're in absolute dreamland. But of course, that's not the reality. In the UK, sources around Man City are saying that they want at least maybe 80-90 million euros for him this summer. So we'll wait and see. Let's not think about it right now. We have to think about that once we sell Frenkie de Jong. Now, the big topic, in my opinion, during this meeting is the topic of Jules Kounde. And you're wondering, Jules Kounde's agent is not Jorge Mendes. He's not, but Sevilla hired him to deal with the Kounde deal. Mateo Marito from Radivo came out saying that Sevilla have put Jules Kounde's sale in the hands of Jorge Mendes. The club is working on his departure and has entrusted the case to the Portuguese super agent. They want at least 65 million euros. Now, this report came out before the meeting, so I'm thinking Jorge Mendes is there. They have got to be talking about Kounde, and of course, they did do so. Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Jules Kounde is a priority for Barcelona, but they are yet to make an official offer to Sevilla. Kounde is still on Chelsea's list too, but he's no longer a priority for them. Nathan Ake, Koulibaly, and De Ligt are ahead of him in that list, but he's still on the list, okay? Same sort of stuff, but here's the big one in my opinion. Gerard Romero. Barcelona have an agreement with Jules Kounde on personal terms. Barcelona believe that Sevilla will accept an offer for around 55 to 60 million euros. The deal's on, boys. I am absolutely gassed about this. Also, Jose Alvarez from El Chiringuito TV, whether you like him or not, whether you like El Chiringuito TV or not, he has been very, very good. Since Aguero has joined Barcelona, he's gotten everything correct. I think he even reported Lewandowski before all the big ones came out. He came out saying that Barcelona are going to make an offer for around 50 for Jules Kounde as their first offer to Sevilla. We might be in dreamland here, boys. Oh my god, here's the best part as well. Reports coming in from reliable sources in Sevilla are saying that Sevilla have prepared a farewell video for Jules Kounde already, despite the fact that Barcelona have not even put in a bid yet. Oh my god. Again, the second economic lever has to be activated first. This ain't getting done before then, of course, but just the thought that Kounde could be coming to Barcelona, him and Araujo as a center back partnership. Disgusting, absolutely disgusting. So we'll wait and see. Again, personal terms agreed with Jules Kounde, Raphinha, and now Lewandowski. Again, like I said in the Kessie's presentation, Joan Laporta said, look, we cannot buy anyone right now until the second economic lever is activated, but we told the players that we want to wait. Just wait, agree personal terms, which we've done already with Lewandowski, Raphinha, Kounde, Azpilicueta, and Alonso. Those 5 players, all personal terms agreed, and now it's up to Barcelona to reach an agreement with the club and then the Barcelona players. Absolutely gas. Again, Kounde personal terms have been agreed. Now finally, the big one from the Jorge Mendes meeting was the fact that he offered Cristiano Ronaldo to Barcelona. The reports came out from Manu Sanz, the reporter from AES. He's very close to Jorge Mendes. Everyone confirmed this as well, that Jorge Mendes are discussing the possible transfer of Cristiano Ronaldo to Barcelona. Of course, just to attract interest for his client. Very regular people were saying, oh, we could be going for Ronaldo instead of Lewandowski. That's not the case. Ronaldo is a Real Madrid legend, no chance to come to Barcelona, and also Joan Laporta rejected the option as well. Now, also Cutrone came out saying that for the peace of mind of Barcelona fans who are thinking there's actually a chance, 0 chance for Ronaldo to join Barcelona, impossible, not even a single chance. Lewandowski is the target, while in the case of Kounde and Bernardo Silva, we're discussing that meeting as well, and also Jorge Mendes confirmed there's nothing going on between Barcelona and Ronaldo as well. So in the end, just paper talk. Of course, he was offered, but Barcelona said no. I don't think Ronaldo was actually going to go to Barcelona. Even if he said yes, he was not going to come, let's be honest, just to attract interest maybe from Real Madrid, thinking, oh no, our greatest ever player is about to go to our direct rival. We should probably just go and get him just so he doesn't join them, just like we saw last summer with Man City and Man United. So, but Ronaldo, who cares? For me, in my opinion, the big news about this Jorge Mendes meeting is, of course, the signing of Jules Kounde is on track. Bernardo Silva an option if we sell Frenkie de Jong. Jorge Mendes pushing for the exit of Nico, and Trincão going on loan to Sporting Lisbon. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. I will be doing this in a quick fire fashion because there are so many updates. Let's get into it. First, the main one, of course, is Frenkie de Jong. Now, Juan Martin and Alberto Roque from Lewy have come out saying there is a relentlessness at Barcelona with Frenkie de Jong's agent, Ali Dursun. Barcelona trying to sit down and talk with him for days now, but the agent is still absent. On the table for Frenkie de Jong, a transfer to Manchester United or a big wage cut at Barcelona. Fabrizio Romano again confirming this every single day. As of today, Frenkie de Jong wants to stay in Barcelona, but with his current salary condition, he does not want to reduce his salary. Gerard came out in his big update saying that Xavi considers the departure of Frenkie de Jong only if the arrival of Bernardo Silva is possible. Manchester United currently are offering 65 million euros plus 22 million euros in variables, but if they offer 75 plus 12, Barcelona will accept it. Frenkie speaks daily with Erik ten Hag. Now here's 3 big points. Firstly, Xavi will only give the green light for the sale of Frenkie de Jong if we are 100% will sign Bernardo Silva. Again, good news. Secondly, Jorge Mendes confirming the fact that Barcelona and Man United have agreed a package of 85 million euros for Frenkie de Jong. The question now is how that 85 be split. Man United offering right now 65 plus 22, but Barcelona want that 70-75 mark with the rest of the variables for them to accept it. And again, Frenkie de Jong speaking daily with Erik ten Hag. Now, there were reports coming out a few hours ago actually saying that Barcelona owe Frenkie de Jong around 20 million euros in bonuses and deferred salary, and this is the reason why this deal is dragging. Look, if Frenkie de Jong wants to stay, he's got to cut his salary. We keep hearing, I love Barcelona, best club in the world, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I know, that you're getting paid way off the market. If Ronaldo's earning 500,000 euros per week, how the hell are you earning 400,000? That makes no sense. Now, on the first salary part, I think there could be an agreement reached on that. Hey, let's just split it in half. We're freaking broke right now. We're trying to, improve the squad, cut us a break. Of course, he can say no. He has the right to say no as well. But then for that comes consequences for Barcelona. That's the reality. At the end of the day, Barcelona have the power, right? They can force any player they want out. They can accept any offer. Can they refuse to pay him? Yes, but of course that'll come into legal action. So I'm not going to get into the details we'll wait and see on this. Again, this transfer to Man United will not happen until the second economic lever is activated. If we sell him before then, we are still in the 1-3 rule, which means you can only spend a third of his transfer on transfers for us, of course. Just wait until the second economic lever is activated, and the Frenkie de Jong transfer should be speeding up, but until then, it's quite unknown. We'll wait and see what happens with that. Next player up is Neto. Now, the articles coming in from Celta Vigo press from Copa, there came out saying that Neto is the main objective for Celta Vigo to reinforce the goalkeeping position. However, his high salary remains a big obstacle in any possible operation. Sport came out saying that Celta Vigo are looking to sign Neto to make a starter on a free deal from Barcelona, as the club is considering terminating his contract. Arsenal, Lazio, and Everton were following him, but Barcelona have not received a concrete offer for Neto yet. Jorge Mendes came out confirming this as well, saying that Barcelona offered Neto a letter of freedom, but the goalkeeper isn't considering that option right now. So again, he wants to get paid. He has the right to say that as well. I think in the end he will leave, but now the question is, how will he leave? Letter of freedom, contract termination. I think those are the only two on the table right now. I doubt we'll get a transfer fee for Neto. I would hope that God we do 2 million, 1 million, 3 million. I will take absolutely anything. So wait and see on Neto. But again, he's looking for that exit. Xavi told him a few days ago, you're not part of my plans. Don't even come to training. But he came to training anyway. So wait and see on Neto. He could be very stingy in this kind of operation, so to speak. But I think in the end, the club will do everything they can to let him go, especially with the second economic lever coming in. They could even terminate his contract. Staying in the defense, next player is Serginho Dest. Now, Gerard came out with a big bombshell saying that Dest is on the market and the club wants 20 million euros for him, but would agree to sell him for maybe around 17 million euros plus variables. The club would prefer to sell whenever the second lever is activated, to benefit, of course, from the 1-1 rule instead from the 1-3 rule. This makes no sense to me. Why in God's green earth are we selling our only right back? I'm not about to go to next season with Roberto and Azpilicueta. That's my object. That's my opinion right now. Des and Azpilicueta, okay. Des and Roberto, I mean, better than. I'd rather have Des and Roberto than Roberto and Azpilicueta. This really makes no sense. But Ben Aid came out saying that Des' desire is to continue at Barcelona. He wants to stay and does not want to transfer. Okay, but if the club are going to force him out like Frenkie de Jong, they will do that. Do I think a club could offer 20 million euros for Des? Yes. Are there any big clubs looking for a right back right now? I would say no. At the moment, the right back market right now is a bit quiet. It's more so strikers and center backs. So always see with Dest. He is on the market. The club will set the offer for around 17 to 20 million euros for him. That's a big worry in my opinion. We bought him for I think 22, 25-ish. So we're taking a loss there, but we'll wait and see on Dest, man. I'm praying to God we do not sell him. But if the offer comes in, I will shite myself. So we'll wait and see on him. But again, the right player who played at right back last season is of course Oscar Mingueza. Now, ARA come out saying that Mingueza wants to leave Barcelona, but there's no solid proposal on the table. He has maintained contacts with Celta Vigo and Girona, with the latter not considering his arrival at the moment. Italian club Monza could be an option as well. So Mingueza is looking for an exit right now. He's looking for the option. He's not, of course, hasn't shown up to Barcelona yet. Nothing for training, nothing for medical checks as well. So we'll wait and see. But they also came out saying that sources close to Mingueza say that while he accepts to look for a way out, he's calm and he will take his time to find the best option. He regrets the measure of pressure that's being applied by him by the club, leaving him out of pre-season. So Mingueza saying, look, I will leave the club, but I'm going to take my time, see the best option for me, and take it at a slow pace. But I am disappointed that you are pushing me out of the club and not letting me come to pre-season, all that sort of stuff. So, bit of catching two there, of course, makes sense. If I was in Mingueza's shoes, I'd be disappointed as well. But we'll wait and see. He wants to leave. The club want around 5 million euros for him, but all the clubs that want him don't want to pay 5 million. They want him for free, or will pay maybe like 1 or 2 million euros, maybe 5 million euros as a package with variables. So always see him get there, but no doubt he will leave the club. He's looking for an exit, but he will take his time to find the best option out there for him on the market. Now, in terms of the other exit in the center back department, and of course the defense, really, we all know that Samuel Umtiti and Clement Lenglet are on the verge of leaving Barcelona on loan to Tottenham and Rennes, respectively. Luis from Marca came out saying that Clement Lenglet's move to Tottenham Hotspur is practically closed, should be closed hopefully in the next 24 to 48 hours. Samuel Umtiti is negotiating with Rennes and is currently in France, ready for the green light. I cannot believe this. Lenglet and Umtiti leaving in the same window. Again, he says that Barcelona hope to close all the exits this week. Definitely not going to happen. I think we can get Lenglet and Umtiti over the line, but Mingueza, Riqui Puig, those ones will take some time. I'll talk about Riqui Puig in a few seconds, but When I came to this transfer window, I never thought we'd get rid of both Lenglet and Umtiti. I always thought one of them could survive, one of them probably will survive, but both of them leaving in my eyes is absolutely huge. Again, their transfers are going to be happening, but they are taking some time, especially with Lenglet. I thought it'd be done by now. We're what now? Thursday? It should have been done back on Monday, but Umtiti taking time, of course. He's a big salary, so we'll wait and see on those two French center backs, but no doubt they will leave the club on loan this summer. Now, defense is over. Let's get into the midfield. Firstly, Miralem Pjanic. Jorge Mendes came out saying that Lyon have offered Bernardo Silva the chance to rejoin the club. Look, Pjanic has offers on the table. Lyon, El Nasir in Saudi Arabia as well. I think there's an Italian club who have an offer for him on the table. He has offers. The question now is, how will he leave? And also, will Pjanic force a move? Because I feel like Pjanic wants to do preseason first, go to USA, play the Joan Gamper, and then leave, which for me makes no sense. And there's no excuse from his side saying he has no offers. There's offers on the table. We can split the salary. Yabba dabba do. Let's make this deal happen. You're not in Barcelona's plans. Xavi does not want you as well. Yeah, you showed up the preseason without us telling you, wow, you're such a big boy. Just take it and go. I think going to Lyon is a great opportunity for him. It's still Europe's top 5 leagues. Like Besiktas last season, you were like ranked 7th or 8th in Europe's the top leagues. Lyon, they're going to be competing for the French league as well. At your former club, I would take that chance. But we'll see with Bernardo Pjanic. Again, I just want to reiterate, he has options on the table, and Barcelona are praying to God he accepts one of these offers and leaves the club this summer. Next midfielder, it is Riqui Puig. Now, Sport have come out saying that Fiorentina and Benfica are showing the most interest in Riqui Puig, but Barcelona's idea right now is to reach an agreement on a renewal and then loan the player for a season who is open to leaving the club this summer. So it looks like Barcelona will renew the contract of Riqui Puig and then send him out on loan. We all knew that was an option before, either a transfer, a loan for without a contract renewal, or a loan with a renewal, and that looks like right now the most likely option. Now, Sport mentioned here Fiorentina, but the Fiorentina president came out saying, we don't want Riqui Puig. Fabrizio Romano was speaking to the Fiorentina president, and he came out saying, we are not interested in Riqui Puig. He's never been on our list. We want to sign some other crap. Who cares? So Riqui Puig, not an option for Fiorentina. Again, Benfica, we all know is his most ideal situation with his ideal destination. So we'll wait and see on that. But there are more reports. Gerard came out saying that Barcelona is looking for ways to facilitate Riqui Puig's departure from the club. They are considering giving him the letter of freedom or extending his contract and then lowering him. So Romero is saying, look, 2 options on the table right now for Riqui Puig: contract termination completely, letter of freedom, go for free, we won't pay you, you won't pay us, or renew his contract for a year and then send him out on loan. So 2 very, very different options there. Now, Mundo Deportivo came out saying there is an internal debate at Barcelona regarding Riqui Puig's future. His contract ends in 2023, and Xavi in Barcelona in the first team does not count on him. Some of Barcelona want to sell him permanently, while some prefer to extend his contract and loan him out. Look, if there's a split in the boardroom, let the decision come down to Xavi. Call him in the boardroom, say, look, Xavi, we don't know what to do with Riqui Puig. What would you do? Sell him, letter of freedom, or renew his contract and loan him? Let Xavi decide. He sees him week in, week out in the trade sessions. Let him make that judgment. Again, right now in Barcelona, there is a split with Riqui Puig. I think Riqui Puig on his day is a fantastic, fantastic footballer, but again, he does not get the minutes to have his day and show his skill. I think for me, the best option is to loan him out. So what you have to do, renew his contract for 1 year, loan him out. If he does well in that loan spell, great, sell him, put him back in the first team. If he does crap, let him go. That's what I would do personally with Riqui Puig. We'll have to wait and see. But of course, in the Barcelona midfielder, the captain, of course, is in the midfield, and it is Sergio Busquets, and there's more disappointing news about him. Gabriel Sanz from Deportivo came out saying there is no official confirmation yet, but Barcelona already assumes that next season will be Sergio Busquets' last season at the club. He does not want to renew his contract. He wants to go to MLS and play for Beckham's Inter Miami, where Messi could also arrive when he ends his life in Europe with PSG. At least I'm just hoping now Busquets gets the proper send-off. I've seen, so many legends leave Barcelona over the past few years without having to get a send-off for any legends since Iniesta back in 2018. I think Busquets should and does deserve that kind of send-off. Again, looks like this season will be Busquets' last season, and the search for his replacement will be difficult. I'll tell you guys this for free. Alongside Messi, finding a Busquets replacement will be impossible, especially for the system that Xavi plays and how important the pivot is in his 4-3-3. So we'll wait and see. But again, looks like this upcoming season will be the last of Busquets at Barcelona. That's the midfield over. Let's now get into the strikers. Firstly, Rey Manai is on the verge of leaving Barcelona. Ben Aid came out saying that Barcelona have reached an agreement with Watford for Rey Manai. The player traveled to England's club facility 2 days ago and will undergo for his medical checks very soon. The transfer will be official in the next few days. So again, Watford came in and hijacked the deal from Getafe. We're still unsure how it will be. It could be either a transfer or a letter of freedom with Barcelona having a sell-on clause in the future. So that means we let him go right now and join Watford for free. When Watford sell him in the future, we get 20% of that transfer, or we get right now 1, 2, or 3 million euros. So it's a gamble from Barcelona. They could say, look, if he sells them for 50, we get 30% of that. That'd be freaking fantastic. Or take your losses right now and send him for 3. So we'll wait and see. But nonetheless, the most important thing is that Rey Manai will be leaving Barcelona permanently in the next couple of days and joining Watford. We're still unknown on those conditions, but again, he's done. He will be leaving the club in the next few days. Don't expect me to make a video on him. I'll make a video on Lenglet and Umtiti, but Rey Manai, I'm not wasting my time on that. Next striker is, of course, Memphis Depay. Now, Gerard came out saying that Barcelona want around 20 to 25 million euros for Memphis Depay, and if Ousmane Dembele stays at Barcelona, Memphis Depay will leave. And again, his agent has been told this. So apparently in that meeting a few weeks ago when his lawyers came to Barcelona, they told him, look, at the moment, we don't know what's going to happen with Memphis Depay. If he stays, we want to renew his contract, and if he leaves, we're around 20-25 million euros. And here's the fact. If we sign Raphinha and Dembele renews, Depay has no chance. As we all knew. Again, I'm okay with this. Of course, I was a big admiration of Memphis back when I started my YouTube channel back in 2020. I was praying and pushing for his transfer. I thought it was a fantastic deal. In the end, it worked out. But again, the squad is getting stronger. And the reality is, Memphis is not a winger, and he's not a striker either. He is a striker behind the actual striker. He's a center forward, just like Antoine Griezmann, just like all the other flops we had, Coutinho as well. They do not fit the system. Although I do believe that Memphis on the left wing can do a job. But I'd rather have Memphis than, Abdi or Collado. That's just my opinion at the end of the day. Of course, this upcoming season, big year, World Cup in November, then you have the Spanish Super Cup, Copa, Champions League, and La Liga. You need a good squad depth. So we can see on Memphis, but again, if Ousmane Dembele renews and Raphinha is signed, he's finished. If one of them don't arrive, he could be staying at Barcelona. But a forward who Barcelona are desperate, and I mean desperate, to get rid of this summer is, of course, Martin Braithwaite. Now, Sport have come out saying that Barcelona have told Martin Braithwaite they will not release him or allow him to leave for free. Barcelona demand 8 million euros for a transfer and are already negotiating with 2 Premier League clubs. So apparently Barcelona don't want him to go for free or letter of freedom. They want a transfer because they know that Martin Braithwaite has value in the market. And once they get an agreement with the Premier League club, they could be pushing out Martin Braithwaite. Again, Braithwaite's come out over the past few days saying that I want to stay, blah, 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 my family this, my family that. Look, again, like with Frenkie de Jong, with Dest, Barcelona are in control. If they can get a deal from a Premier League club, freaking fantastic. Otherwise, we could be looking at a contract termination or a letter of freedom as well. But again, Braithwaite has 0 chance of getting into the Barcelona first team. Last striker, of course, is not really, for Barcelona, more so for Barcelona B at the moment, is, of course, Abdi. Now, Gerard came out saying that Barcelona are deciding what to do with Abdi, either send him out on loan or on loan with an obligation or option to buy. So again, Abdi, like with Collado, 100% will be doing preseason with the first team. After that, it's unknown. If we have Raphinha, we have Dembele, no chance. If we have Raphinha and Memphis, but always sell Memphis all of a sudden, then Abdi can stay. So many, stipulations for Abdi, but most likely it will be a loan. Again, he's too good for Barcelona B. He has to go out there in La Liga, maybe another team in the lower divisions in the top 5 leagues, play week in, week out. Again, probably straight loan, but most likely there could be a buy option, buy obligation. We'll wait and see, but most likely Abdi's future will be in the form of a loan. Let's now discuss some injury updates around the first team at Barcelona. Just one update, and that's on the injury of Gerard Pique. Miguel from AES came out saying that Gerard Pique hasn't fully recovered from his discomfort yet, from which he was suffering for almost 4 months, and continues to carry out specific work in the gym. The player will be able to train with the group starting from next week. Again, if you look at the Barcelona videos, the training videos over the past few days on the YouTube channel, Pique has been training by himself. He's still kind of injured, some discomfort here and there, but again, he should be back fully fit and ready to go next week with training with the first team. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys some updates surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours, mainly around the second economic lever activation and also the Joan Gamper opponent. Firstly, on the lever, we have some quotes coming in from Joan Laporta with Cope again, and he's come out saying that we are working with the sport area. If we close the second economic lever, we can sign players, but also we can terminate contracts of players that the coach does not want so they can have a way out of Barcelona. The financial lever will also help in activating exits. He said this now twice. Braithwaite, watch your back. Pjanic, Neto, watch your back. Contract terminations are possible once, of course, the second economic lever is activated. And of course, mainly, of course, the priority for Barcelona will be to sign players, i.e. Lewandowski, Raphinha, Kounde, Azpilicueta, and Alonso. Now, you might be wondering when we're going to sell it, how we're going to sell it, how much money we're going to get. Apparently, the second economic lever is not going to be easy, but the club want to complete it before next week, before the team goes out to USA on July the 17th. That's their main objective. But again, with Barcelona, like I've been saying now over the past few weeks, they do everything last second. Now, apparently, the second economic lever, what the club are trying to do right now, is sell it also to 6th Street again. There's reports coming out from Cope saying that Barcelona are planning the sale of 50% of the TV rights for a fee of around 330 million euros to the same company who bought 10% of the rights, 6th Street. So you might be wondering, why do we not do the 25% at once? Because if you split it, it makes it easier for Barcelona to buy the rights back, which of course makes sense. 303 million euros, of course 200 of that will go to the first team for the transfer budget, contract termination, signing players, all that sort of stuff. Other 130 million euros or however we get will go towards the club. So again, makes sense. It's a great deal for Barcelona, but all I have to say is this: get moving. The transfer window does not wait for anyone, although the players say yes, we'll wait for Barcelona, like Lewandowski, Raphinha, Kounde. At the end of the day, there's no deadline, there's no guarantee that these players will wait for us. So we gotta move quickly on this. Again, the club want to complete it before the team goes out for the US tour, but it's not likely right now, let's be honest. I would be shocked if they completed this deal before the last week of July. Of course, that last week of July will be the deadline. I think that's only like a couple of days though, right? Let me just check. So yeah, the last day of July is Sunday the 31st. I think if the club can get it done before, I would say the 27th, the Wednesday, that'd be fantastic. But I think most likely that weekend, the 30-31, is when Barcelona will finalize it. If they get it done before then, I would be shocked. So we'll wait and see. But again, nothing can happen at Barcelona signings or contract terminations until the second economic lever is activated. Last update of the video is, of course, for the Joan Gamper. The new opponent is confirmed, and it will be the Mexican club Pumas. If you know them from FIFA, they have a really weird club badge. That's how I knew them, of course. And the women's team will be playing Montpellier. Now, in Barcelona's official announcement for the Joan Gamper, they said, look, we tried our best to find an opponent for both the men's and the women's team on the same day, but in the end, it was not possible. We asked, well, they didn't say this. According to reports, they asked Roma, they asked Fiorentina, they've asked some other clubs as well, but they all said no in support of the protests against the Super League and all that crap. So AC Milan said no because of the Super League, so did Fiorentina, so the club had to look outside of Europe. They went to the Mexican League, they asked Atlas, I think first, they said they couldn't do it, they would love to, but their schedule did not work out. They asked Pumas, and Pumas said yes. The match will be taking place on August the 7th, so one day later of the previous date against Roma, August the 6th. So it has been delayed 24 hours. If you bought a ticket or something, I'm sorry, it is what it is, and it will be taking place, of course, at the regular time, I think 8 o'clock local time, and the women's game will be taking place on August the 23rd, which I believe is the day before or the day after the ALS match against Man City for Juan Carlos Ontwe. So it sucks that the women and the men could not have the game on the same day. They would have the Joan Gamper Day, Joan Gamper Fest, but in the end, the club said in the statement, we couldn't find any club. So that's it. The saga now for Joan Gamper is over. Roma boycotted us. All the other teams boycotted us. And now our new opponent is confirmed, and it will be Pumas. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. And of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to firstly is your thoughts about Joan Laporta's words during both Andreas Christensen and Franck Kessie's presentations. Secondly, on the Lewandowski, Kounde, and Raphinha deals. Do you believe the Barcelona looking to seal all the 3 deals in due course, or hopefully by the end of this month. Thirdly, on Frenkie de Jong's urge to not take a pay cut at Barcelona, but does not want to leave and wants to stay. And lastly, your thoughts on the Jorge Mendes meeting, on the players coming in and the players coming out. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.